how are you? This is so fabulous. I'm in my room today and I'm here finishing up a quilt that I started about a week ago. Yeah, it's been a week. Okay. And this is, I sewed it all together last night. Well, I put the two pieces, the two halves together. Okay. This is for a twin bed. And let me find where they were joined. Here it is. It was joined right here. So I did this half first, which is 10 rows. This is 10 rows. Each block has 10. The top row has 10. So the total rows are 20. So that's 200 blocks. And then this is 10 on the top, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And that is 20 rows. So that's 200. So there's 400 blocks in here. So yesterday I finished, let me fold this back up. They're 4-inch blocks, each 4-inch blocks, and they're sewn at 1/4 of an inch. Get this together. The cat is grabbing it. And let me get here. Let me go there. Let's take a look. Let's go, Tilly. Let me see. This is where I finished yesterday. Let's take a look. This was, let's see. I want to make sure I'm looking at the right end here. Let's see. This is the last row I worked on, this bottom portion here. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to make 10 blocks. I'm going to sew 10 blocks. And while I do the 10 blocks, I'm going to do a stitch on the ditch on each blocks that I finish. So I sew 2 together, and then I'll sew them again, add a stitch in the ditch. So I'm gonna place this on the top and where I can see it, which is over here, and I'll show you. I have it right there so I can see it, what colors I'm working on that table is what I'm doing right now. I'm cutting my 2 4-inch blocks right now. Hold on 1 second, I hear the door knock. Okay, I'm back. It was from my neighbor next door. They knock so loud that you can hear it when it hits my door. When they're knocking, I can actually hear it hitting my door. So I changed my blouse because I had like a that's my apron blouse. It's the one I use when I'm cleaning up. So I think I had a few stains on it, and I didn't want that to show on my what I'm doing. So I'm going to face my lamp over here, and when I'm cutting my blocks, I'm always lifting my office chair because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to get my rotary cutter. I have a triangle here, but what I like about it is it's small, and I need some like an orange gold because I do have some yellow here, some yellow on this block, some yellow on this pink block. This is a semi-orange, kind of the colors I'm looking for. And I'm at that where I'm keeping that momentum. So I'm going to, I have my cutting mat. I have a huge cutting mat. This is a very huge cutting mat. And I have it on my real big fold-away table. So what I did on this cutting mat, because I do a lot of 4-inch, 5-inch, 2-inch, 2.5, 4.5, 5.5, and 6-inch blocks, that I already have my cutting mat with 2.5, 4.5, 3.5, 6.5. I have those already outlined, and I have a marker, so I know where I'm going with this. So I'm going to lay down the pieces. These are 5-inch blocks. They're actually, 5-inch blocks. And I'm not utilizing these blocks. Even though I cut them, I'm not utilizing. I haven't used these. And I decided, because I need 4-inch blocks, that I'm going to trim these blocks because I could use it with what I'm doing now. And as you can see, I have an array of colors here, and that's what I'm using on my quilt. So I'm going to cut off an inch, and I have a box here where I save all my scraps. They're not going to get thrown away. They're going to be utilized in a different project. In fact, I threw it in the wrong one. I'll get them out later. So these are cut. And I'm going to cut some more up. They're already 5-inch blocks. All I have to do is just lay them down carefully on top of each other. And if all day my ear is hurting, that happens a lot. When you have allergies going on. And I need to be very precise when I'm cutting these blocks, because your sewing moves together, they should be precise, they should be accurate. I told you before, I have a lot of allergies. I have really bad allergies. I apologize. And thank you if you said you was inside. Dankeschön. Yes, my kitty said God bless me. Also, oops, going out of bread. Sometimes I can walk the bread. Okay, so I've got all the ones that I want. They laid away. I have an area here where I hang everything up that I need. Again, I apologize with my allergies. I'm going to lower my seat down so I can start getting comfortable so I can start sewing all this. So I'm going to get my, as you notice, most of these are color coordinated. I have what they should be, but not all. I should have all the oranges with the oranges and all the solids, but I'm going to take all these solids out because I need those separate from what I'm working on. And what I do, because this is a whimsical, what am I trying to say? This is a whimsical quilt, meaning I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. That's the whole purpose of when you're sewing. Have a great time. There's times you shouldn't be so precise, is what I'm saying. Okay, let's get all the light colors here. And let me get my blues. Here or anything similar to it. Some of these colors are randomly. Gray. Purples. There's some greenish. That orange should be here. This one should be there. So multi-colors. What am I doing? Nice rustic. I don't have room for it to be there. I don't have room for that to be there. Okay. I have them all randomly everywhere. On this end, let me pull that table here. I have another table, which is my slash ironing table. I'm going to place that over here for right now. Now I want to place my solids over here. And I'm not always placing all this, everything coordinating. I'm just what you call having fun. Some of these reds here. now that I got those there, I'm going to turn my camera to what I'm doing. Voila! There it is. My grandmother's Treadle Machine. Oh, I didn't think of that. That didn't help much, but at least it's not casting too much of a shadow. Okay, so I showed you all the blocks that I'm working on. I've got my solids over here on this side. I showed you that. The next thing I do is I pull out one color thread I'm going to use. And a lot of these blocks have a white in them. So I am going to use this comb of white thread. And I'm just going to thread it from the bottom up. There's the thread, and then there's this little bar here. The thread comes from the top out, and that gets threaded as well. There, that's done. I'm going to look in my bobbin, and this is the top loading bottom threader, which goes from the left, which is counterclockwise, and you hear that click. It's okay. Now I'm going to thread this antique sewing machine. Pull out my readers and my little red threader, because this is a full-time sewing machine. You can see how they thread these 119-year-old sewing machines. I found a lot of YouTubes on this sewing machine, but I already know all about it. This is handed down to me from my grandmother, my mother, and then to me. So I am the third generation that has the sewing machine. And it'll go to my grandchildren, and they are the fourth generation that will have the sewing machine. Again, there's a lot of YouTube videos on how to thread an antique sewing machine. This particular one has no electricity. It is maneuvered here on my feet by my feet. It has the feet down here, where my hand is at, is a flywheel. On the top is your guiding wheel that goes towards you. It has a leather strap belt that moves that flywheel on the bottom. It goes all the way around here and around. Your feet is what maneuvers the sewing machine. It's all done by you. So when your feet are moving, this wheel moves, this band moves. So I've got that situated. It's a 119-year-old sewing machine, and it works beautifully. Okay, so I remember I showed you that quilt. I'm going to look over there and see where I left off yesterday. I'm going to make my 10 rows, and those 2 rows were, the first row is solid, print, solid, print, solid, print, solid, print, solid. The previous row before it was print, solid, print, solid, print, solid. So now my next 2 rows are just going to be print, 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 print. 10 pieces sewed together are all prints. But what I do is I take a light print, dark print, light print, dark print, and I sew them all across, and I'll show you right now. So the one previous to that was a kind of an orange. It was actually this one, this color, where I left off. So I know I don't want to start with that color. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was yellow. It was a yellow. Let me take it down. Let's take a look at it so you can see it, and I'm not just trying to point at something you can't invisibly see. So it's yellow print, light off-white ivory, and then this beautiful checkered flag, and then it's a turquoise light blue. It's got a teapot with various colors in it, red, gold, blue, white, black, and green. Then I've got a pink, and this one has brown, red, pink, white, and brown, a hot pink, a light pink, red. This one is purple. The one previous to that has red, lilac, purple, beige, turquoise, an orange tint, a dark brown, and a beige. So all these colors kind of intertwine with each other. So what I finished off yesterday, this last row is again yellow. So we're keeping this motif for this style. I'm going to start picking out colors that will match that. So let me hang that back up there. And I'm going to start off with this yellow that has green, blue, turquoise, orange, pink, light lime, dark green. This is a pretty color. So I'm keeping to the theme of dark yellow, and here is a light yellow, and I'm going to start with those two. Look at that. And when you see it light from far away, it looks like I'm doing solid print, but I'm not. It's just a lighter yellow. So here we go. My machine is all threaded. I'm going to right sides together, match corner to corner. I don't use pins. This machine does not have reverse. Let's see where am I at? I got this cut there. Okay. I've got my scissors. It's really good to have scissors. These scissors are curvature scissors. You see how that looks? How they curve? These are really good to get under your pressure foot. Okay. Quarter seam allowance. Watch my feet. I'm turning the wheel towards me, and I'm ready to go. Stop with the needle position up, trim the threads. I'm going to bring my box closer to me. Let's take a look. Okay, the seams on the quilt that I finished yesterday. Let's see, let's take a look at the seams in the back. The seams are all going in this direction. They're going that way. So that tells me that when I open up this block, these two blocks here, and I turn it around, then my seam should be going the opposite way. These seams are going that way. That means these seams are going this way. Okay, so these seams are going towards the left, and these seams are going towards the right. These are going towards the left. No, Tilly. These are going towards the right. So what I'm doing, so right now I'll show you that I finger press it, but when I start I won't finger press it no more. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to stitch to the ditch now, not later, but now. It saves me a lot of time. So again, press her foot down, watch my feet. First two pieces sewn. And I trim. Now I'm going to look for another color. Okay, let's see. That. I'm starting on that end. Let's see. Okay. So move that thread there. I have some thread hanging on that one. No, not really. Okay. Make sure I have some kind of line. Good. Okay, so solid, light. Now I want to look for another yellowish color that's going to match more or less this. It doesn't have to be the array of greens, the array of yellows here. It can be anything that I have on this side that has yellow. So, what do I have here? And I want it to be a little darker than this one. This is a little smiley face. It's gray and black and beige. But what do I like about it? It has yellow and red. The little smiley lips are red. So I'm going to take this color. It doesn't matter if it doesn't. It has yellow in it. That's the primary thing. That is the predominant color that I use. I don't have very many of these, and I just want to add them in to my whimsical quilt. Again, order of an inch seam allowance. Stop, needle position up. My seam allowance. The other seams are going towards the right. This one is going towards the left. So when I finish sewing this row of 10, they're all going to interlock each other eventually. Okay? So now that I have this yellow and the stripes that are going up and down are also bright yellow. And the lips are red. So with the reds and the golds that are there, I'm going to match. Since I'm with this color, I have some of these over here that need to be utilized. Take a look. I'm looking at what I have over here. Do I need to open the window up, Tilly? You want me to open the window up? Windows up. Okay. And you got the window. Okay. Let's see, what's moving? I lost track of what I was going to. No, we're not going to play with thread, okay? I'm picking out, as you notice, you can't see this, but the little smiley faces are up in upside down. And it doesn't matter because when they get sewn in, it'll be upside right side. But you see it has the yellow. Now I'm picking out this color because it has green, lime green, and yellow, and white. So because there's white here, they'll be right there. And then you got to turn it around to see what side you have it on. Which predominant white is going to show. It looks like this is more predominant white. And I'm going to keep it the way I have it. Right sides together. One at the corner. You cut these out perfect. You've got them all 4 inch by 4 inch. They should match with no problem. Again, pay attention. I turn the wheel towards me. I'm going to slow it down when I get to the bottom. And my seam is facing towards the left. I'm going to kind of finger press it again. So we're off to the races. Okay, we've got our 4 pieces. What am I looking at over there? I need to find a lighter color here. I do have something that's very pretty that has some of that green in it. And some flowery blue. I like a turquoise because on this end it's greenish with blue. Plus this green has a hint of blue in it. So I'm going to showcase that, turn that around. They're all 4 inches, so it doesn't really matter. It's just where do you want that flower to be. I don't like it there. I don't like it there, but I think I want to showcase it there to contrast the rest of the colors. Right, so it's together. Lower your pressure foot on top of this. Match your corner to corner. I'll turn the wheel towards you and let your feet go all the top. Okay. We already got 5 pieces sewn. This is how I sew it. You're probably saying a lot of people sew it a different way. And I've seen that way. I've seen people sew it, their pieces this way. But I like to do it this way. It's just the way I train myself, and I'm really enjoying the world. So the next piece should be a because I'm doing print, I'm going to look for another print that has more or less what I stopped here. And I'm looking over there. I'm looking at my array of beautiful colors here. I'm looking at what might just pop out that'll say, pick me, pick me, pick me. Okay, over here. And I'm sticking kind of to the grain right now. If you notice, I'm sticking to a lot of these grains. And here we go. This is a dark, semi-darker green, but it has brown, ivory, and green. Almost a moss green, dark moss green. So, right sides together, turn the wheel towards you, and let that move by with your feet. Okay. Got, I believe 6 pieces let's just sew them together. Let's see, 2, 4, and 6. Now remember, they're all, the seams in the back are all going towards the left. And I'm going to stitch in the ditch right now. Now don't forget, the piece before this moss green plaid has blue in it. Has some blue in it. So I'm going to start looking for blues. And I found one. There's one. Okay. Take a look at what I'm going to pick. This has green in it. The airplane is green. There's a dark blue that matches with this. The blue will contrast there. It has some gray. This gray is going to contrast this gray. And I'm just loving it. So let me get those right sides together. And we're going to sew number 7. No, it's not perfect. I don't want this quilt to be perfect. I want it to be whimsical and beautiful all at the same time. Okay. Flip that over to the left. Stitch in the ditch. Watch my feet. Isn't this awesome? No electricity other than the light that I use to lumify this room. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 7. I've already got blue here. I've got another blue here. Let's see. This beautiful plaid, turquoise green. Turquoise. It has a fuchsia pink. It has light pink. It has turquoise green. It has dark green. It has blue, light blue. This is going to look perfect right there. It's going to offset everything. You're going to see the green, and that's what I want. I'm going to take a look at it. Let me see how that looks. No, I like the way I had it. And it has dark charcoal black. Okay, let's start. And white. It has white area. Okay, take that out. Now remember, I'm keeping it within the color frame of all this. Flip that over. Let's see what I did. Pull that out some. The airplane does have some red in it, by the way. So I can even play with that color if I so please to. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? You notice I'm still got the green. There's green here, there's blue there. It has all the colors that I'm using from the very beginning. So 8. Now what am I going to do? I've got hot pink over here. Let me see what do I have. Oh, remember I told you it has some red in it and has some fuchsia color? Isn't that nice? Let me see if I can tone that down just a little bit. What do I have in my red pinks there? I think this one right here is going to work. Let's take a look here. I think I actually like this one more because of the dark color on that. So I'm going to move back. This is number 9. I think I like it where I have it next to the green. This flower has the same color as the plaid and the pink, fuchsia, and it has black and white, and it also has green in it. and gold tones. Okay, again I'm going to place that to the left, the back seam. Remember, the main thing is green. And as you notice, there's fuchsia pink, there's fuchsia pink here. There's green here, there's green here, green there. There's black here, there's black here, there's white here, there's white here, there's off-white here, there's white there, there's white there. So even though you see that, it still has the array of colors. So that's mine. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the next color I'm gonna have fun with? Staying in that tone. Let's see. Nope, that one. Take a look. It's so much fun to me because I get to play with colors. Actually, should have used this one, but instead I'm going to bring this one. Should have actually been here, but instead I'm going to bring it here. That is going to keep my eyes on everything, and it's not going to get lost. And this has a silver tone in it, which would be good for that gray. The smiley faces. Okay. And I've got my first row of 10. So I'm going to bring that in there. Trash can right there. Done. Now I'm going to start my second row, which again will be plaid, which will be dark green, and it'll be print. The same way I'm doing this. I want you to see how that this offsets this. The pink is here, which is here. The turquoise is here, which is here. Actually, this one should have went here, but I just wanted to place it there so your eyes see everything. Now the next row I'm going to start with, since that's going to be part of that row, is going to be a lighter color here, a darker light, but it's all going to be in print, and that's what I'm going to do. And you notice they all are nice lined up. The seams are already pressed because I did the stitch in the ditch, which is going to save me time. Again, the next row is going to be print, dark print, light print, dark print, light print. But actually, yeah, it looks like this to you, but I'll be starting on this end. So I want to thank you for joining me. It's all about what am I going to pick next, and that's the fun part. And I already found the color I like. This nice light orange is going to look good there because there's orange here, and I know you can see that. So I'm going to start my camera. My other table. And thank you for joining me in my so fabulous room.